Let's go over the absolute best, my favorite position changes up to this point in college football 25. As y'all should know already, man, this position change week, most important thing in the offseason, man. Most important thing in the offseason, the transfer portal mid. Position changes will make or break your season, your dynasty. You gotta take advantage of it. I'm gonna go over it all in this video. If y'all boys enjoy the content, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the ebook/membership down in the description. Also, we have a free monthly email list with dynasty challenges of the week. Bunch of different stuff. Check it out. All right, man. Let's hop right into it, man. I think the best part about this position change and all of this is not realistic whatsoever, man. But it creates a whole different fun element. Like, I did a whole rebuild where I only recruited quarterbacks and was able to have quarterbacks play the O-line, D-line, and still win a national championship. Like, to me, that brings fun to the game at this point in the year, man. We don't need to be realistic at this point. You know, we're 8-9 months into the gameplay. So let's go over some position changes, man. First off, when you're recruiting, it's the hot spots, man. Athlete wide receivers, athlete middle linebackers, athlete quarterbacks. Those are probably the three y'all want to prioritize the most. I'll even throw in that athlete power back. Also phenomenal choice, especially moving to the D line. I would probably throw them 4 to 5 out there and say, like, that is something you want to prioritize when you're recruiting. When you're recruiting, prioritize those guys immediately. Athlete middle linebacker, y'all know. Anywhere on defense, man, do it all. One-stop shop for anything defense. D-line, corner, safety, middle linebacker, outside, athlete middle linebacker. Your wide receivers, your physical athlete wide receivers transition to the best defensive back. So you want to bring those guys in every single time. I already talked about your power backs. And then your quarterbacks, man. The athlete scramblers, they could stay at quarterback, or you can move them to defense. They go play safety. They could go play corner as well. So also a pretty good choice. I also want to show you guys, y'all should probably already know at this point, but you could change players' abilities, physical abilities. So he's got this left tackle right here. He's an 83 overall. He has PA shield on, what is that, bronze? Well, guess what? We just move him to left guard. It's a chance he will get more abilities. Look at the same dude, and he now has more abilities. He's the same exact overall, but his PA shield has went up to silver. He also got pocket shield on silver and wear and tear now. And we can even move him back to left tackle, and he should keep those same abilities. Moving back to left tackle, and he do keep the same abilities. Guess what? We do the same thing with Terrence right here. He's another left tackle. We move him over to, let's say, left guard once again. He had that same PA shield, and let's see, what is he going to get now? He got PA shield, but now on gold, or on silver, but he also had pocket shield on gold. So you're able to change players' abilities if you move their positions. Well, guess what? You could also ruin their abilities. So if you got a guy with some really good abilities, don't touch his position. Don't move his position. He's going to lose those abilities, man. But if you want to go through, it's a little bit cheesy. I usually don't do it. For my dynasties I'm actually playing, I wouldn't go out my way to, you know, give them abilities, because I do feel like it's a little cheesy. But if you want to go through, Gabe, he had one ability. Go ahead, change his position to right end. And guess what? Now Gabe has 3 abilities, and, you know, one is on gold. So something you definitely should do, or excuse me, should know about. If you want to do it, that's totally up to you. All right, man. So first, let's hop into the super simple position changes, man. We're going to start at safety. Hybrid safeties, we got a bunch of them. We got way too many of them on this Georgia roster. We got one with 95 speed, BJ. Well, guess what? We're going to move him over to corner, where he's going to convert to the best corner in the game, slot corners, just because they develop the fastest, man. They develop the fastest and most evenly. So you want to get as many slot corners as possible. Even if you're going to start that guy at safety, you're better off moving him over the corner. He's going to progress better. He's going to get higher in overall, and he's going to be more likely to get drafted, man. I don't know if I've ever seen a hybrid safety get drafted in this game, man. I don't know. I honestly don't, man. Hybrid safety, how much it costs to upgrade their actual attributes, it's just so brutal on these hybrid safeties where they just don't develop. So that's a simple one, man. And if you have zone safeties or zone corners, move them over to safety, man. Zone corners, in my opinion, best corner in the game. Excuse me, zone safeties, best safety in the game. So you have zone corners, you want to move them over to safety. Make a lot of sense, especially when you consider that a lot of these zone corners never going to get good man coverage, man. So when I'm recruiting, I'm primarily going at the zone corners or slot corners, man. I'm not really touching the man-to-man corners unless I'm looking to play man-to-man coverage, but I'd much rather, like, these man-to-man corners, you don't really want to move them over to safety because they're going to convert to a hybrid. you know. And then if you want a corner that could do both, you're gonna have to go with slot. So at least with the zone corners, I can at least move them to another position if they don't get good enough with the man coverage. Compared to if you get a man corner with horrible zone, you can't really move them. You kind of just stuck with them. So for that reason, I like to go after the man, or excuse me, the zone and the slot corners mostly. If you want good linebackers, honestly, position changes is not the way to do it, man. Honestly, it's just not. Position change is not the way to do it. You want good middle linebackers? You know, the athletes. The athlete middle linebackers. You also get some field generals like this with the 90 speed. You get some elite field generals. Don't sleep on them boys, man. They also sometimes develop the finesse moves and stuff like that. Don't sleep on the field generals. But as far as like moving guys to like from offense to outside linebacker, middle linebacker, that's not your best bet, man. You could do that with cornerbacks, safeties, and D linemen, but linebacker, that's a no-go. All right, so I want to show y'all this guy, man. We have a possession tight end who is pretty much maxed out in overall. Well, guess what? What we're going to do is we're going to move him to left tackle. We're going to advance, and we're going to move him back over to the tight end position, and he will actually shoot up in overall when we do that after we advance. Let's go ahead and move Buddy over to left tackle, where he's going to be a 59 overall. And then we're going to move him back at the position change week. He's going to develop, and he's going to develop a really good blocking ability. And we move him back over, he's going to convert to a blocking tight end, and now his overall will shoot up, man. That's the method. You can also do this method with receivers if you want. I wouldn't suggest it. Receivers, and then move him over to tight end if you want. And let's actually do it with one guy. Let's do it with this guy right here. We'll move, what's his name? We'll move him over to left Hendricks, move him over to left tackle. And guess what? We're going to move him over to tight end. Afterwards, you can do this with physical receivers, whoever, and it works pretty damn well. We also got some guys. I want to move the corner, man. Let's move a guy over the corner, man. I love this on conversion as well. Connor here. He's a 6-foot route running receiver, and he's going to convert to a zone corner. Not the best. You prefer to be a slot, but he's going to convert to a zone. Let's move this guy, Pat, also, where he's going to convert to a zone safety. Let's move him over to safety. And then let's do one more position change, and we're going to move a guy over to D-line, man. Do we have any power backs? We don't have no power backs on the roster, but we do have a receiving back that is at least 200 pounds. We're just going to move him over to D-line, and y'all guys will be surprised how they progress, man. He's going to go up in overall. And it don't really make sense. I'll be honest, it don't always make sense. All right, let's go ahead and advance, and we're going to see crazy progression for a lot of these guys, man. All right, let's see how our guys progress, man. It's honestly, it's nuts. So, left tackle, man, we move a receiver and then also a tight end. This is the receiver right here, 79 overall left tackle. And like I said, he's a former receiver with 95 speed, 82 strength, and the blocking is not terrible. The blocking is not terrible. Well, guess what? Well, now when we move him over to tight end, first of all, elite development, crazy player right here, you know. But now when we move him back over to tight end, he should convert to a blocking tight end, and his overall should shoot up. Let's see here. Move him over to tight end, and let's see what his overall is going to be. And he's a 90 overall tight end. 90 overall blocking tight end, and you look at his actual stats, and it's nuts, man. We just created the best tight end in the world. Or not in the world, in the game, I should say. In the game, man. We created Vernon Davis, you know, with great blocking. You know, 85 on the run block, 76 on the pass block, 80. That run block, all we really care about. The hands, not great, but it could get better. You see, it could get better, man. 80 on the catching, 78 on the catching traffic. Route running could also get better. Not amazing. Toughness is maxed out, don't really matter. 82 strength, we do note that. 99 awareness, speed is 95. I mean, you got a blocking tight end with 95 speed, still get catch. Like, this is going to be the best tight end in the league, man, when it comes to just actually looking at his stats. Well, we did two of them. We could also move the possession tight end that was, 73 overall pretty much. He was, maxed out kind of at that 73. Well, let's see when we move him over back to tight end. How does he convert back to a tight end? His overall is also going to be a 89 with the boost, man. I mean, over 10 overall jump. And his skill caps, didn't change. Like they didn't change. He's just better now because he developed the blocking ability and it changed his archetype. And now his overall is a lot better. Blocking ability is not as good as the 95 speed receiver, but still pretty good. Like, this is solid across the board. Hands, solid. Not amazing. He's a tight end. Route running, could get better. Not amazing. The IQ, pretty good. Speed, 80, solid. Like, he's a great player, man. Still a great player. Can develop the physical abilities as well. And now you got yourself a star tight end that will get drafted. Both these guys will get drafted. And what did we do? Like, just a couple position change finesses, and then we got this. So let's come over here to our D-line. I believe this is the wide receiver that we moved to D-line. He got 88 speed. Yeah, he's 5'11", 204 pounds. Little guy, man. He's a little guy. But, I mean, he's not terrible. Finesse moves, 76. Power moves, 82. Strength, 92. And he still is the fastest DN in the room. 88 on the speed. Good block shedding, 79. 99 awareness. Moving, listen, it's a little bit cheesy, like I said, but if you could get over not being the biggest, the strongest, or I shouldn't say the strongest, 92 strength is pretty strong, but like I said, 204, 5'11", not super realistic. If you get over that, then do it. If you can't get over it, well, move him over to cornerback, man. You'll get similar results. First of all, BJ, the hybrid safety that we moved over to corner, he's up to a 92 overall with the boost, and he's our best cornerback in the room with good man and zone coverage. Like, I'd rather have 88 across the board than 80 and 94. Call me crazy. That's what I'd rather have. I'd rather be able to do a little bit of both rather than have this right here, 92 on the man, 79 on the zone. I'd much rather have 88, man. And maybe I'm tripping on that, but I'd rather it be more evened out. He also has good speed. Hybrid safeties moving over the corner. That's the move, y'all. That is the move, y'all. Don't sleep on it at all. So our guy Connor here was the wide receiver that we moved over the corner. And you know that because they a lot of times they'll get like that 99 awareness when you change them out of position that's not what it should be. And when I say that, like, a receiver moving the corner is not natural in college. You'll have it occasionally, especially if you played corner in high school, but it don't happen that frequently. In this game, you can do it with anyone. You can move any receiver to corner, whether they played corner in high school, in real life, whatever. It don't matter in this game. And this guy right here, 81 on the man or on the zone coverage. The man coverage is going to be very low, 56. He's a freshman. He's a redshirt freshman. It get a lot better, man. That zone coverage will go up that man coverage will go up over time. Got good enough speed, 92. Like, he's going to be a guy for you. You can move him over to safety right now with that 83 man or 83 tackling. Like, he could go to safety right now and be a starter damn near with good zone. The man coverage, as I said, just a little bit low. Great catching ability. But he will continue to develop, and he's already up to what, man? A 84 with the boost. Like, that is, we'll take that. You take that, man. Every single day of the week, you'll take that. Let's look at Pat, man. Pat was the other receiver that we moved over to corner or to safety, and he is pretty solid as well, man. 82 overall. Not crazy progression like the other guys, like some of these other guys, but still pretty good. Elite development. 5-star player, and he's still pretty young, man. He's still pretty young. Could get a lot better, man. The zone coverage only at 57. Well, it'll develop. He's a zone corner. That's going to be some of the first stuff he upgrade. Good catching, tackling a little bit low. By this guy's junior year, he's going to be a guy. He's going to be a guy, man. Like I said, you do these position changes a little bit earlier. Like, you probably don't want to do it for a sophomore, a redshirt sophomore that's, entering that third year. Do it at their redshirt freshman. Do it at their guy freshman year. Do it at their guy, sophomore year. You probably don't want, the later you wait, the less chance that they'll get good enough at that position. Man, they got to learn a new position. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, that was just a few of the position changes that I really do like, man. Get creative with it, man. Move O-lineman to D-line. You can move D-lineman to O-lineman. That works as well. They're going to convert to a 40 overall. Guess what? During off-season training, the overall will shoot up. If you need a left tackle and you got a bunch of D tackles, move a guy over. He'll learn how to play it in the off season, and he could be your best left tackle, especially if you got a guy that's not that good at D tackle. Like, move him. Take the chance. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes they don't develop enough. And sometimes they become, the best left tackle in the room. So please do not be scared of this position change week, man. Y'all let me know any position changes down below that y'all love. Position changes that y'all constantly do, let me know. Other than that, that's all I got for y'all today. If y'all enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. Check out the ebook down below and click the video on the screen now for my Baylor quarterbacks only rebuild.